Hey soapy folks, this is Kevin with Divinely Design and I have a soap making video. Today we'll be doing a shaving soap. So this recipe is going to be very similar to I think the last one I did, maybe with a few minor tweaks to it. But right now I have my, my hard oils melting in my crock pot. I'll have the recipe down below, but just to go over kind of what's in here right now. 175 grams of beef tallow, 150 grams of stearic acid, 50 grams of mango butter, 50 grams of kokum butter, 50 grams of coconut oil, and I haven't added yet, but I will in just a moment, is 25 grams of lanolin. And I just have all those melting, and then when they're all melted, I'll be back. Okay. Okay, all of my oils are nicely melted, along with the lanolin. And this is very similar to the last shaving soap I did, but I did tweak like the percentage of stearic acid and tallow. I switched them up a little bit, but the overall ingredients are the same, I think, as the last one I made, which I really love, and I've been using that shaving soap with lanolin for, gosh, probably a year. But I'm almost out, and I need to make some more. So, yeah, I have my 3-inch PVC mold that is just a 3-inch PVC pipe that I cut to, I think it's a little over 12 inches. There's a quick cap on the end that I put some press and seal around just in case there's any little leakage that comes out. And I like to line mine with a piece of acetate. Now there are plenty of people who say that you don't need to do that and that you can get the soap out without a lining. I always have a ton of trouble if I don't line it, so I always put a liner in. I'm going to add my lye water now. I'm doing a mixture of sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, and I'm doing a 65-35 split. So 65% potassium hydroxide, 35% sodium hydroxide. I'll have the amounts down below in the description. Okay, so as you might imagine, everything is very hot because the stearic acid has a really high melting temperature. I didn't bother to chill my lye water at all because everything is really hot. I should also mention that I did increase the amount of water in this recipe. Normally soap calc defaults to I think 38% water as a percentage of oils, and I'm doing 43%, so I increased it by about 5%. And I'm hoping to keep it a little bit more fluid, just so I can pour it in the mold here a little bit. Okay. Now obviously, because I'm keeping that water a little higher, you know, it's going to take longer to cure. Now, that's not a big deal for me. This is really, you know, just my personal usage stuff. And I actually like when a shaving soap cures for a really long time. So I really like my shaving soap to cure for like 6 months. Now, I'm almost out of my current shaving soap. It's probably going to last me a month or so. So I will probably use this, you know, sooner than 6 months. But each puck that I make from this lasts me a long time. I end up giving away usually some of this to friends or neighbors, or, you know, as little gifts or whatever. So, okay, I just mixed that up so it's nice and blended, and then I'm just going to let this cook here for a little bit, and we'll be back. Okay, I have let this cook for about 2 hours, and we definitely got into kind of the Vaseline stage. I am no hot process expert by any means. I usually only hot process for shaving soaps. So But, you know, there's plenty of videos out there. First, it kind of goes to kind of a mashed potato-y stage where it's sort of thick and creamy, and then it gets this sort of translucent quality to it that makes it look like Vaseline. So that's kind of where we are, and I think we're good. And it's staying nice and fluid. But, you know, as soon as I take it off the heat here, I'm sure it's going to firm up. So, okay, I am going to add just a little bit of vitamin E here. And I'm not really measuring it. I'm just going to add in a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Give that a stir. Vitamin E, very good for the skin. All right, I'm going to add some fragrance. Now my fragrance is just a custom blend of essential oils, and I'll have the amounts down in the description below. But it's orange fold 5, eucalyptus, Japanese peppermint, and dark patchouli. So it's very uplifting, it's very vibrant. That eucalyptus is sort of like blam, but the orange and the peppermint are also kind of uplifting. I definitely wanted something that was bright and a little bit in your face. Mix that up. And then nobody ever colors shaving soaps. So just for fun, I thought I'd like to add a little bit of color. Ooh, that eucalyptus, holy cow. And, you know, because some people will make a shaving soap just by making a regular cold process soap and adding clay to it. And a lot of people don't consider that a shaving soap. And what I have heard is, you know, people who use really fancy blades don't like the addition of clay because it potentially dulls the blade, and those blades can be very expensive. So, you know, they don't like that. So because I want to add some color, and I don't want to add any like micas, because again, along the same lines of a clay, I'm going to use a liquid color. This is from Celestial Colors, and it's called Sunset. And it's like a warm orange, and I'm not going to add a ton. I just want to give it a little bit of, just a little bit of color, just to be a little bit different, really. These things are really concentrated, so I'm going to see, that was 2 drops. I think we'll need a little bit more than that, yeah. I think that was about 7 drops total. I think that's good. I just want like something different, that's all. It's a nice peachy, a warm peachy color, I think, is what we're going to get here. It's nice. And it's probably not enough to color, you know, the lather or anything. Okay, I think that's good. All right. I have a, this is like a pot holder actually, but it's a little bit springy because I'm going to end up having to like bang my my mold here. So all I'm going to do is take this and plop it in there. This isn't a very big batch also. I don't, you know, again, since I don't sell shaving soap. It's really just me who uses this. And this is going to make, I don't know, 7 or 8 bars. And that'll last me more than a year, probably. So I end up giving usually a couple bars away to somebody, to a friend, or somebody who's interested in trying a shaving soap. But that's why I don't make it very often, is because really it's just me using it. Okay, I think I got it all. Okay, so I'm just going to let this sit overnight, and then tomorrow I will unmold it. So right after the break should be the unmolding. All right, stick around. Okay, here we are the next day, and let's see how well I can get this out of the mold. Oh, that was super easy. It's a little sticky there on the outside. Well, that's unfortunate. There was a little divot in the acetate, and it made a little indentation there. No big deal. Again, you know, I'm not selling this or anything. It's really just for me, so not that big of a deal. But I guess that is one of the risks of using the acetate. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's going to give me 7 bars. Well, interesting. The color, it didn't really mix all that well. And I guess because I was just really stirring it in. But it gives kind of an interesting look. It sort of has that peachy color to it. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to try this, actually. Yeah, I'm probably going to use one of these soon just because I'm impatient and I want to try it. But the majority of these will go on a drying rack and sit there for quite some time before they are used. So, okay, that's really it. Comments, questions, leave them below. If you like this video, please click on that thumbs up button. And if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please click on subscribe. And check back here for more crafty and soapy videos. What are your experiences with shaving soap? Do you make shaving soap? Do you want to make shaving soap? Does it seem intimidating to you? I will link my playlist to my shaving soap videos below. I have several where I do several experiments, testing out sort of the combination of sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, which is, You know, one of the things that people wonder about, I have some videos on calculating a shaving soap, on soap calc and how to use that. So I have a couple of things available for you if you're interested. But if you have questions, you know, let me know. I'll be happy to try and answer them if I am able to. Okay, that's it. Everybody have a great day. Bye, y'all.